have enjoyed what they've seen, I think. So let's see if there's any change.
Thank you. The 14th
It's going to happen here, right now.
Ali Carter to break.
He's already pushed the red down the table, and that's not the break-off shot he needed. The cue ball has done what it was meant to do, but the red has travelled down. So immediately O'Sullivan has a chance.
Great crucible ooh there, wasn't there? The crowd kind of just fancied him to pot it, but not to beat. Didn't leave it either.
It's a very attacking and quite a dangerous safety shot to play, although if he's covered that red to the right pocket, it's not bad.
Yeah, the stats, understandably, are going to favour O'Sullivan. He's 9-4 up. Just a little bit of hubbub next door because it is the interval. Well, he's trying to get the white back for a bit of safety, but he's caught the blue, so he has left a red on. Well, a couple, actually.
Yeah, I think you'll see that even from the replay that the black goes to the left corner. O'Sullivan's been quickly around to see that. So if it's possible to hold for the black from the right side with the cue ball, I think he would. But can he play the shot? Going for the other red at this stage.
One.
Good chance to get the match won this. I know it's very early, but he looks to be playing well. Three century breaks with a chance to perhaps add to that, but I don't think he'll be too concerned at this stage, but it's a real good early in.
3. Four. Quiet as you can, please.
Referee's just peered round that side of the wall. You can never look at that little part of the cruise without thinking of Bill Werbeneck. And it's actually 42 years ago today that Cliff Thorburn made that maximum, and Big Bill was peering round. The set's changed over the years, but those memories linger.
Well, they do, because in the end it was a sort of a three-way hug, wasn't it, between Bill, Cliff and Terry Griffiths, who was
6.
Cliff's opponent. I think David Taylor was also involved, but he wasn't peering around the corner. He was on the other match too, against Big Bill.
7.
It's all, when you come here, of course, you remember all those things happened right here, in this very place. And this match, you feel, might be drawing to a close. Pink will go on a blue spot. It won't go on his own spot.
30.
Little gap between the two
40.
reds for the black.
Yeah, I think this is why we saw Zach Surety and Daniel Wells talking about, you know, playing here. This is why it's such a big deal to qualify. You're part of that same lineage of all the
22.
great moments. And Ronnie O'Sullivan, of course, has supplied so many himself. Maybe some more to come this year, the way things are going. Early days, but he's looked very focused today. And he's played well as a result.
$29. 30. $37. 38.
Tidied up all the loose reds here. And now a chance to blitz the cue ball through the bunch, and that is beautifully played. He had the insurance of the red over the middle anyway, so he would have been unlucky not to be on at least that one. And plenty of others too. This
46.
is a much better performance than yesterday. There were promising signs yesterday from O'Sullivan, but Carter kept him relatively in check, but he's not been able to stop him today.
$52. 53.
Ronnie O'Sullivan is not one to get carried away in terms of rating his performance, and I'm sure that he will probably not say too much about it, actually. That's how he operates, but to those of us watching, he just catches that red, actually. He didn't really want to do that. Maybe he'd still be on one, I'm not sure.
A strange shot, wasn't it, that? Tried to just slip past that red, but he hit quite a lot of it. So what on earth happened there?
Well, just as the, yeah, as the match was basically over there, it seemed. An unexpected little moment.
He's got to play a recovery shot on a red that he had no interest in before the previous shot. Oh, well done.
61.
Well done. Don't know what happened to the shot before, but it's all been put right now.
Well, the referee trying to sort of stop people coming back in down the stairs, but it'll be O'Sullivan going up the stairs in a minute, I think, because he's just going to need another red here. Yeah, I think to all of us who've seen it, you know, we weren't quite sure how he's going to play. It's been, certainly today, a really good performance. And Ali Carter, nothing was happening from early on. He was missing those blacks off the spot, and it's just been a very disappointing second half. He was really in this overnight. He would have fancied the job. Nothing's happened for him today. And it's yet another defeat, it would seem, to Ronnie O'Sullivan. A very different sort of match to the one they played here when Carter won, and indeed the Masters final, played in a much better spirit. But the same result as that Masters final. It's victory for O'Sullivan. Off and running then in his campaign to win a record 8th world title.
$74. $75.
Chance to end then with a 4th century. And you know, this is a man who hasn't played for several months. He's got a new cue. Been talking about performance anxiety, so we weren't sure what we were going to get.
80.
I think you have to say so far so good.
81.
We saw Mark Williams, who's been struggling with his eyesight, beat Wu Yiza. We saw John Higgins, who struggled in that opening session, beat Joe O'Connor, the third member of that
88.
Holy Trinity, the class of '92. He's also going to be in the second round
89.
of the World Championship once again.
$96.
Some finish.
97.
Well, the crowd loved that, didn't they? It was short and sweet, but the good news for them and the rest of us is we'll be seeing this man in round 2, and who knows after that. He'll be favourite for sure against Pang Zhu. Ali Carter was hoping to put pressure on early on, but he couldn't, and his challenge just faded away.
Yeah, 3 centuries on the day, 4 in the match. So this is absolutely terrific stuff, and to put yesterday behind him when he was a bit in and out, you know, the signs were good. He's got a different cue, and you know that means something. But he seems to be used to it. He seems to be happy, and he'll take some beating. You know, Pang Zhu, the next opponent, you feel that he'll be a very strong favourite to win that. But for now, we enjoy what's been an excellent performance today from Sullivan.
He finishes with a total clearance of 131. 4 centuries in the match, 3 on the day. A little chat between the players. Carter will be disappointed with his performance in the second half, but the crowd are delighted because for the 29th time in his career, Ronnie O'Sullivan is in round 2 of the World Snooker Championship.